Megan Tapper shocks the Monaco Diamond League with a massive 12.34 personal best win in the women's 100 meters hurdles. Meanwhile, Jordan Scott of Jamaica drops a massive 17.52 new personal best to win also in Monaco. Here are the race highlights. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel if this is your first time here. Thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to go. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, the Jamaicans were on fire at the Monaco Diamond League. First up, let's take a look at Anjanette Knight competing in the women's 400 meters hurdles. Of course, she took on some race giants, including Femme Cabal and the silver medalist from the Paris Olympic Games in this event, Anna Cockrell of the United States, as well as the former world record holder, Dahilia Mohammed. Femme Cabal won this one in a time of 51.95, a new world leading time and meet record for the Monaco Diamond League. Dahilia Mohammed took second in 52.58, with Anna Cockrell of the United States taking third in 52.91. Jamaica's Anjanette Knight took fifth, running a time of 54.54 seconds. Here are the race highlights.
Into the straight, Mohammed going in second place, got Cockrell chasing her hard there, left of those three, but look at Bull now, and watch the clock too, remember that meeting record, 52.63, Bull charging for the line, and gets there by a margin.
In the women's 400 meters, Jamaica's Nikisha Price continued her good form, once again running a sub 50, taking on the likes of Paulino as well as Aliyah Butler of the United States, who's been having, by the way, a great season. Paulino won this one in 49.06 seconds, with Aliyah Butler second, setting a new personal best of 49.09 to take second. Nikisha Price of Jamaica in her second sub 50 runs, 49.63 to take that third spot. I think Nikisha Price is coming into the prime form at the right time. Take a look.
Here, it's Butler, Paulino, Price and Bukowiecka all side by side. Aliyah Butler trying to replicate what Bella Whitaker has done in the Diamond League and taking an American win here in the 400, but Paulino in the last 5 meters does it, gets herself.
In the men's high jump, both of the Jamaicans, Raymond Richards and Romain Beckford, were not able to take that top three. The event was won by Wu with a world-leading jump of 2.34 meters. The Jamaicans, Romain Beckford took 7th with 2.23, and Raymond Richards took 5th with 2.23 meters. This is the men's high jump highlight.
That makes all 8 men over 2:15. They've all come in and taken an attempt at this height. I expect we'll see some passes.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
Jamaica's Jordan Scott wins another Diamond League title, making it, I believe, 3 or 4. And this time, twice in the meet, he set 2 massive personal bests in the men's triple jump. First up, he jumped 17.44, which would have been his new personal best. But in his final jump, he jumped 17.52 meters to win by a massive lead in a very convincing win. People, Jordan Scott is the in-form athlete in the men's triple jump, and Jamaica is looking good as we approach the Tokyo World Championships. Now, I really wanted to see this because he took on the world leader, which is Hernandez, and beat him quite convincingly. As I said, Scott won in a new personal best of 17.52 ahead of Hernandez, who took third in 17.19. And Tricky Mohammed, who took second in 17.23 meters. Here is his PB jump of 17.52, beating Jordan Scott.
No best. Here he goes, just one last chance to add to that mark, and he might have done it just there, Jordan Scott.
As we say at Peter Lloyd World, Jordan Scott is on fire. Big up yourself, boss. The season opener for Noah Lyles in men's 200 meters unfolded quite as excitingly as we anticipated. Now, the truth is, I had said I cannot underestimate Noah Lyles after his win at the Olympic Games. I was sort of leaning towards Tebogo taking the win, but Noah Lyles walked away with a 19.88 season opener and win ahead of Leslie Tebogo. This, of course, was in the men's 200 meters. Now, you may or may not remember that the Botswanan Leslie Tebogo did beat Noah Lyles in the men's 200 meters at the Paris Diamond League to take gold ahead of his bronze. So in the men's 200 meters, Noah Lyles wins in 19.88, just ahead of Leslie Tebogo, who ran 19.97 to take the second spot.
Actually, he did get right alongside Lyles there, the Botswanan, if not slightly ahead of him at one point. Battle of wills through the last 60, and Tebogo.
A rather angry and agitated Julian Alfred stepped up to the line in the women's 100 meters at the Monaco Diamond League and won quite convincingly, running into a minus 0.14 meters per second win, which is a lot of win, people. Had the wind been in the opposite direction, she probably would have ran a world lead. Alfred looked agitated because, remember, she lost last week to Melissa Jefferson Woodall, and I think she was really PO'd. She looked upset on the line, but she delivered a great win. Sears matched her up to the first 60, and then, of course, with her raw power, Julian Alfred simply pulled away. The defending world Olympic champion in women's 100 meters, Julian Alfred, won this one in 10.79, as I said, running into a minus 1.4 meters per second win. Jasius Sears of United States took second in 11.02, and Zoe Hobbs took third in 11.12, with Aliyah Hobbs taking fourth in 11.14 seconds.
Very cleanly. Looked like a good start from Sears, the American, putting Alfred under pressure. Alfred looked tense in Prefontaine, and she perhaps looks tense here again in the second half. But there goes Julian Alfred, there goes the Olympic champion.
Now, let me gloat for a few minutes. The other day, I did a video where I said, is Megan Tapper now a factor? And I said, she is. She is, with a 12.34 new personal best and the manner in which she ran at Jamaica National Championships, I said she was now beyond a doubt a definite factor in the women's 100 meters hurdles heading into the World Championships. And several of you either said nothing or you laughed at me. And once again, I have proven to be correct. Megan Tapper delivered an astounding PB equaling win at the Monaco Diamond League in the women's 100 meters hurdles in a commanding fashion. In other words, she utterly dominated a very impressive field to win by at least a meter. This was the kind of win you expect world champions to run. I'm going to say it again. Megan Tapper is a factor, people. She's a serious factor. And as her confidence grows, she is going to become even more dangerous. Twice now in two races, she matched her new personal best. Remember, in the Jamaica National Championships, she ran that 12.34, and then she came back here at the Monaco Diamond League to run 12.34. She is a factor. But I need to start giving my props to people, because I tend to be right. Now, when me wrong, but when me right, me right. Now, let's talk about the women's 100 meters hurdles and take a look at the race highlight. Jamaica's newly minted 100 meter hurdles champion and national champion ran 12.34 to match her personal best to take the win ahead of Digita Kambunji, who ran 12.43 to take second, and Nadine Visser took third in 12.56. Grace Masai Russell ran 12.57 to take fourth, and Grace Stark ran 12.64 to take the fifth spot. Here's the race.
Set. As expected, great start from Devon Charlton, set third to right, leads at the moment. Oh gosh, and real bad hit of the hurdle there, Stark, going really well on the near side. Megan Tapper storming away with this one, takes it by best part of a metre, and in second place, Kambunji on the near side, and the time, 12:34, the wind -1.1. Well, that's a shame if it had been.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Look, people, I try to follow the numbers here, okay? I'm not going to say I always do it, but I follow the numbers. If you are running anything below 12.37, you are a factor. And the manner in which Megan Tapper defeated Akira Nugent, who is on fire herself at the Jamaican National Championships, both are running the semi-finals and the finals, says she is really dangerous. At 5'1", she was a giant here in Monaco. I know that's kind of corny, but it's just a fact. She's the smallest person out there, and her race execution was technically perfect. With her newfound flat speed, Megan Tapper is going to be a factor. Secondarily, and I alluded to it earlier, as she grows in confidence, because one of the factors that had hit Megan Tapper is that she thought her 12.44 was her limit, and she fought beyond it. And the fact is, I'm a big fan, and I thought that too. I admitted it in the previous video, that even I thought maybe she has hit her limit because of her diminutive, how diminutive she is. Diminutive meaning petite, small, 5'1". But people, the execution here, the sheer confidence, the manner in which she executed this race, this is a winner. So once more, the women's 100 meters hurdles has become even more unpredictable and more complex. Now, let me say very quickly, Masai Russell, I said to you in several videos, running a 12.19 that early, over 6 to 7 weeks ago at Grand Slam track in Philly, was not a good thing. I do not believe many athletes can peak more than once for the year, and I am believing that both Masai Russell and that young lady who ran the 12.19, in Miami behind her, the American Tia Jones, who ran that 12. I think that it could be that they peaked early. People, it's a long season. So running that kind of time, I've not seen Tia Jones run anything close to that 12.19. And looking at Masai Russell, she's way off that 12.19. So it could be that they peaked too early. This is my personal opinion. I think the science follows what I'm saying, but hey, I'm not a coach as some of you say. I tend to be right at least 60% of the times, but you keep telling me I'm not a coach. What difference does it make if I'm correct? Tapper is a factor. She's a factor. Once she ran that 12.34, she became a factor. And the good thing is she's peaking at the right time. Now, I'm going to be looking to see if she can lower that PB of 12.34, which I think she actually can. So Jamaica now has 3 very dangerous candidates going towards World Championships in the women's 100 meters hurdles. Now, Jordan Scott, to win 3 or 4 Diamond Leagues and take a second in the 4th or 5th is incredible. But even more incredible, to break your PB 3 times in the Diamond League series thus far for 2025, when it took him, I think the last time he did a PB was like 2017 or 2018, says this is the man in form. Hernandez is the person that I wanted to see him jump against. And Jordan Scott, boss, big up to you, big up to you, big up to you, is the man to beat. And I honestly think, looking at these jumps, which are getting more and more technically proficient, he can actually jump farther. I really believe he has that in those legs. Jordan, big up. Okay, Anjanette Knight. Anjanette Knight took on a very, very competitive field, ran 5th, still in a good place. She has 2 months to go. I do not believe she's anywhere near her peak as yet. Now, the person I am very excited about talking about, and I know she's also a channel favorite, as is Megan Tapper, Nikisha, as is Jordan Scott, Nikisha Price. That third place run is her second sub 50 thus far for the 2025 season. She's rounding into form at the right time. Remember, this is important, she has 2 more months to go before World Championships. And I'm going to say to you again, you do not want Nikisha Price running crazy times now. You want her below a sub 50. Hopefully Stacey Ann Williams will be doing the same. Once she's there, she can only improve. And I think as she gets more of these races under the belt, she's only going to become better. Now, so Nikisha Price, you know I love you. I'm a huge fan. Shout out to you. Great run. Third place is where you need to be at this point. You will only get better. I have to tell you that Paulina looked a little labored to me. Paulina's been running a lot of races. However, she's one of the strongest 400-meter athletes I've ever seen, so you can't really take that as a measure. But in this race, she looked rather labored. Now, the American looked good. A PB looked good. She looked good, the young lady who came second. So the 400 meters is going to be fire. I think Nikisha Price can be a factor and will be a factor. Now, the men's high jump. Beckford didn't look his best. Raymond Richards also didn't look their best. They did okay. 2.23 is a decent jump. The fact of the matter is the men's high jump presently is just not shutting in general. I'm not just talking about Jamaica. Julian Alfred, she looked vexed. That win by Noah Lyles over Lestile Tebogo is a good psychological boost for him. I still think Tebogo is going to be a nightmare for him this year. I believe Noah Lyles understands, which is one of the reasons that we didn't see him running as many races, that this is going to be a very difficult year between Kishane and Tebogo and his own teammate Kenny Benarick. It's going to be a tough year for him. But congratulations to him. Great run. Looked good. Season opener, 19.88 is very solid. So Megan Tapper shocks the world with a personal best of 12.34 to win the women's 100 meters hurdles at the Monaco Diamond League 2025, while Jamaica's Jordan Scott shatters his own personal best in the men's triple jump, first jumping 17.44 and then 17.52 to take the win. Jamaica walks away with 2 wins at the Monaco Diamond League. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at printify.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you are royals, you're kings and queens. Bless us.